Hello everyone, and welcome to March 10th. Today is Wednesday of the third week of the Lenten season. We find ourselves pretty much in the middle of Lent already, if you can believe that. 3 weeks ago today was Ash Wednesday, and 3 weeks from today will be the Wednesday of Holy Week. And we will be preparing to enter into the sacred days of the Triduum and then the celebration of Easter Sunday. The original meaning of the word Lent is spring season. And I'm recording this on Tuesday afternoon. And on a beautiful day like today, it's not hard to believe that Lent means springtime. So I hope you're able to enjoy the beautiful weather. I thought for our video today, we could take time in the middle of this Lenten season to reflect a bit on how Lent is going so far and how do you hope for it to continue moving forward. To take time to do a bit of an examine of sorts to see how things are going on our Lenten journey. So what have been some of the challenges or some of the blessings for you up to this point? Think about that a little bit. And you might say, oh, Lent has just passed me by, and so I guess forget it. And I just want to encourage you, there's still 3 more weeks to go, and to take time to think about, well, how do I want to spend the next 3 weeks in this season of Lent? Maybe it's taking out your Lenten bag and checking out the resources that are there inside for you and for your families. Maybe in the next couple weeks you can think about attending something you've never attended before at church, perhaps Sunday night Vespers, to attend either in person or watching via the live stream. Maybe it's taking time each day to pray with the reflection from our parish Lenten journal, reflections written by our very own fellow parishioners. Maybe you might consider going to the Stations of the Cross that will be coming up this Friday night. Maybe it'll take time to, in the Lenten bag, to check out the Rice Bowl, which is an opportunity for giving during Lent to help those who are suffering from hunger. Maybe in the next couple weeks you want to get in touch with someone, a relationship that has been strained of late, and you want to try to bring some healing to that relationship. Maybe you still want to consider a fast of some kind. It could be fasting from some kind of food or activity, but it can also be a fasting perhaps from anger, or fasting from jealousy or selfishness. Maybe there's a justice issue that has really spoken to your heart these days, and you want to take some time to look into how you can learn more about that and offer your time helping with that particular issue. Maybe in the next couple weeks you might think about going to confession, participating in the sacrament of reconciliation that offers an opportunity for us to share what's in our hearts, to unburden ourselves of those things that we are carrying. If you have the Lent in a bag, maybe it's taking time with this wooden tag that's in there. And we're being asked to reflect on and to write down on the tag the answers to these 2 questions. As you reflect on this past year, especially during the pandemic, what is something you have lost? Is there a loss of some kind that that you are carrying with you. And on the other side, we're invited to reflect on something that you have found during this past year. In what ways have you discovered something anew for you or for your families? And maybe as part of the reflection of the tag, and not just writing it down, but to ask a family member or a friend to share those insights with one another, so that it offers a time to connect on a personal level with someone else. So much of the time during this past year that's been hard has been a lot of the isolation that we've felt in various ways. And that maybe during these remaining days of Lent, there could be a time where you make an intentional effort to reach out and connect with someone and to share about the losses of this past year and the things that you have found during this past year as well. So just want to encourage all of us in the weeks ahead that it's never too late, to enter into Lent, to not be put aside because you're like, oh, I messed up and I haven't really thought about Lent too much. You can start today and to take time to give to God and to cultivate that relationship that you have with God. Best way to think about our relationship with God is a relationship that we have with others in our life that's important. So in the same way that you spend time with others that you care about, cultivating our relationship with God is about spending time and not only talking and saying, hey God, this is what I need, but taking time in quiet, in the silence, that you'll be able to hear God's voice speaking to you as well. So here's a Lenten prayer that I'd like to end with today. O God of every new day, you offer us the gift of these Lenten days. You teach us that this time is not about guilt. You teach us that Lent is about awareness. Lent offers a time to pause so that we may notice what and who is all around us, that we may notice what is happening right within ourselves. Help us to discern what it is you are calling us to right here, right now, during these sacred days. Make us aware of the voices that we have perhaps been ignoring, aware of the choices we have made that perhaps have damaged or hurt others or ourselves. And help us to be aware of your presence in all those that we encounter, and especially those that we might choose to avoid. Help us to learn from our past, to listen to your future, and to sing songs of love and hope, knowing that you are with us throughout this sacred season. Amen. I pray that you and your loved ones are well and continue to be safe. Continue to pray with the beauty of these upcoming spring days and the hope that they offer. And until I see you again, I wish you peace and an abiding sense of God's presence in your life.